Hey guys, welcome to the 2024 Goodwood Festival of Speed. We're here with BMW because they just had a world premiere of the new G90 M5. So how about we go take a quick look at the car. So of course you've seen the car before, we've covered it quite a bit on the channel by now, and it's the same frozen deep graded we've seen in the past, and it's displayed right here. It's a left-hand drive, which is quite unique because they usually use a right-hand drive here in the UK, but that's beside the point. So let's talk about the new M5. This is the 7th generation BMW M5, and it comes with a brand new engine and powertrain actually. It's a plug-in hybrid, and it uses the S68 engine, 4.4 liter V8, paired with an electric motor. Of course, when you talk about the design of the new M5, you have to look at the 5 Series generation, the new one that just came out, because this one is really based on the i5 M60 all-electric. The front end, honestly, aside from the very aggressive front fascia, it's quite similar, including the horizontal kidney grille right here, same size, of course, with this piano black all around. And as I mentioned, you have this more aggressive front bumper on the bottom with this kind of strange unique design right there, and of course more piano black. If you look from the side as well, you will see a typical 5 Series design. So really you have this new generation G60. It's got more of a sloping roof line, and this one follows exactly the same recipe, with the only caveat that if you look from the back, you will see the broader shoulders in the back to emphasize the M sportiness of the car. How about we move around and take a look at the car a little bit more? There are a lot of people here, so we'll try to squeeze by. This one also has the M carbon package on it, so you will get some M carbon mirror caps right there, and of course you get the carbon fiber roof as well. If you look quickly inside, you will see a new design of the sport seats. It's got a two-tone color, black and red. It looks quite cool, and then of course you have this carbon fiber trim inside as well. Biggest change probably, you can actually see that there is no more gear shifter, so you have that little knob right there, the toggle shifter, but you are retaining the iDrive controller, which is quite interesting. Space-wise, of course, it's a quite long car, heavy car as well, 2.5 tons. But once again, same leather right here, two-tone, black and red, and you can see quite spacious. I did mention the more coupe-ish roofline on the new generation 5 Series, also on the M5, and you can see it here as well. It kind of slopes down a little bit more than in the past, and of course you still have this Hofmeister kink right there with the M5 engraved on there as well. Flush door handles, of course, it helps with the aerodynamics quite a bit, and then of course you have this really aggressive rocker panel on the bottom. Now if you move to the back, might be a little bit tight, but you can see a new M5 logo. You have this silver and black design on that because you have the carbon fiber package. Once again, you are getting a spoiler in carbon fiber as well. And probably the most controversial piece on the car is really the rear diffuser right here. It's got this duality, as BMW calls it, where they try to split it in the middle to kind of mimic the duality in BMW design icons like the double headlamps, so on and so forth. You have the dual pipes on both sides. That's kind of the idea of this design. Space-wise, pretty similar to the outgoing M5. Of course, the car sits a little bit higher because of the battery pack, but it's quite spacious in there, and you can see that as well. Now let me close it up. We haven't talked specs, so it makes over 700 horsepower, about 717, but because it's quite heavy, it's not going to be as performant maybe as the F90 M5 CS. We drove it on the track, we've talked about that. It is a heavy car. It is not a track car, so that's fair to point out. I look forward to driving this car on the street because that's where really the car will live most of the time. This is the unveil of the G90 M5. We'll have an unveil next month of the G99 M5 Touring, and that car, it's coming to the US alongside this one. So for now, this is the new M5 from the Goodwood Festival of Speed. Don't go anywhere, we have a lot more coming up.